So we go into another game. Welcome once again sa ating day 2 of the games being played here for Xavier Sucre Cup 2025. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes, D and Steel Bullets. Diba?
Bullets, indeed.
Ayoko na muna magbilang kung ilan yung games. At saka pang ilan po, laan nyo na lang.
Sabihin ko na lang.
St. Robert sa kalaban ng D and Steel Bullets. Well, as compared to what we have seen yesterday, there are also some teams that surprised us.
One of them was this one, St. Roberts International College. This is a school based out of Iloilo. Yesterday lost to San Felipe 52-58 and also lost to Ateneo de Davao. That was a rematch of the Palarong Pambansa Finals, 36-49. Do you see the reason why actually they are the Palarong Pambansa finalists? At sinabi nga naman ni Coach John, yung pagod din naman kasi, yun yung issue niya, ayaw niyang ipilit yung mga players. That's why they were held back, but they do have an 0-2 record heading into day 2 of our tournament.
Meantime, Santon was able to knock down a 3-pointer. Could be the start of something big for him. He's averaging 16.5 points per ball game. As may sagot, ito naman si Rain Kamingawan, RR. Kamingawan, ano?
No surprise there, Kyle Sardon, and knockdown shooter ni Coach John.
Kahapon pa natin nadadalasan din yung pagbanggit ng mga pangalan nitong mga players na ito because they're really trying to make a mark here for this tournament that we have. Rebound. Ito pa si Kabaging, di ba?
Another player that we're going to watch out for. For D and Steel, lost to Ateneo de Davao 35-51, but they won against Xavier School 44-42. We talked about that one. 2-point win. Almost had that buzzer beater for Xavier. So 1-1 ang kartada nitong team ni Coach JC. Of course, ni Sir Georgie Antonio as well. Quick shout out. Pretty sure Ma'am Precious Antonio also watching the live coverage. So gonna give a quick shout out to her as well.
I mean, these are people actually from Mandaluyong. 7-3 para rito sa D and Steel Bullets.
Known for their defense. Nakita mo nga, after their huddle, yung kanilang chant, defense, defense, that's defense, right. 3 beses yun.
Kala ko nga, G-Bench. Nung unang dinig ko lang,
yung una lang.
Then na-realize, defense pala. Okay.
Defense.
Kilala ko ba itong mga ito? G-Bench? Really? Nanging 3-6-point advantage para rito sa D and Steel Bullets still in the first quarter of action. Yung mga players na nababanggit natin, they are the ones actually who have been clicking and truly showing off their wares since yesterday. Kahapon, it was more of discovery para sa atin.
Oo. Kumbaga, we were trying to get to know the teams and the players, but here in the second day,
minsan yung style of plays natin, pati yung mga style of plays natin, diba, parang namamarkahan na, na-identify na natin which teams are actually going for those long bombs, those yung mga penetration move, and of course yung concentration nga on defense. trying to go for the steal, but instead a foul is going to be called here. Laban sa DN Steel, si Jaden De Guzman.
Reaching in on that fast break against Kyle
Sardon. Inside. Oops, ba't di pa mawala? Tuluyan nang nawala. DN Steel. This is the premium actually of the third game in ng defense. We have seen it yesterday. Yun nga lang yung unang game nila, di ba? Yung salang nila, kalabang kagad nila.
Ateneo de Davao.
Pero yun nga yung problema, di ba, na sabi nga ni Boss Georgie, ayaw tumira eh.
Ayaw, wala daw. Medyo natakot daw. Na-intimidate
na
sa Ateneo de Davao.
Na malahibo nung umpisa. And then realizing it, yeah, why not? Diba?
Why not make those or put up those shots? They can convert. Talking about itong DN Steel.
And then the whole realization, yes, pwede talaga silang sumabay. But taking a look at this move. Kung yan, di ba?
Ilang nalaglag pa on that fast break. Again, Kyle Sardon doing the damage for Coach John in St. Robert's International College.
4-point game, DN Steel Bullets with the lead. De Guzman. Good defensive stop right there para sa St. Roberts. Kala ko ngalali natin si Malik. Parang tumutulong ka. Kala ko, sabi ko, parang iba yung kulay ng uniforme nun. Ay, hindi pala. Tao pala natin yun. Kala ko dadambahin yung loose ball.
Pass was too ahead for John Elijah Rose or Rose.
Si Rose.
Oh, si Rose.
Ang Rose na ayaw masiro. Biglang tumigil ang scoring nitong dalawa. Okay na sana yung umpisa eh, no? Pero tingnan natin. Siyempre, umiigting din yung depensa.
Nag-a-adjust din. Do you see there that double teaming defense up top nitong DN Steel Bullets? That's what makes it difficult for you to set up your offense.
Nahalata rin ng mga coaches. Teka muna, bakit wala na nakakashoot? Timeout kakaya muna tayo. Magbebang halo-halo timeout muna tayo. All right, continuing with the action. Nandito po kami sa Xavier School here in San Juan. Of course, this is the Xavier Sucre Cup 2025. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton De Los Reyes, 3 minutes and 16 sa ating first quarter. Lamang itong DN Steel. They come up with a steal. Tama naman, diba? Walang bola pag-angat. Pero may pito na. Prior to that follow-up, that will not count.
Orbe kakapasok lang, getting a steal right away for the Bullets. Also, Palamos seeing action. Good to see him, remember?
Yes, that's right. Nasaktan pa yan, di ba?
Holding his right elbow, but he seems to be fine today. So that's good news for DN Steel. Only Kyle Sardon ang nakakapuntos para dito sa St. Roberts.
Samantala, eto, hindi pa rin madagdagan. Exclusive lang ba? Exclusive ang puntusan for St. Roberts. Kay Sardon. Patient half-court offense here. Shot clock down to 7. D and Steel Bullets. And let's go the other way. St. Roberts. Ooh, lumanding yung paa sa guhit. Turnover.
That's what the kind of defense DN Steel has. No? You're always thinking that there's gonna be someone in front of you that's gonna pressure you. Hindi lang yung nandun sa harap mo nakatayo, pero talagang didikitan ka. They're gonna try to get that steal. That's why Kyle Sardon ended up stepping on that sideline.
Aurin, nawala. Bola. Pagdating sa depensa, parang pareho lang ang style nitong dalawa. No?
It's just the difference is etong DN Steel, they go for that double up top.
Yun lang.
Kumbaga, yung perimeter talagang double, hahabol at hahabol, and they're gonna pressure you to make that mistake and get that turnover.
See,
There you go.
Ito naman, pressure defense. May counter din. St. Roberts. Uy, traveling.
That's Makadangdang. Getting called for steps. Fresh off the bench.
(9-5). That's been a while, since anybody can have managed to make a basket. And that turned out to be an air ball under 20 seconds na lamang dito sa ating first quarter. With DN Steel Bullets hanging on to a 4-point lead. Another whistle penalty na on DN Steel.
That was an unnecessary reach. Oh, penalty na. Oh, nagtaka ako, bakit sideline? Costly foul, no? On that sideline. Malayo pa naman from the attack. So, I mean, I understand John Elijah was attacking the basket, but all you need to do is stay in front. Stop ball lang, not foul.
One of two. So finally, gumalaw na rin yung mga numero sa ating scoreboard.
Dahil hindi lang si Kyle ang nakakapuntos.
John Elijah. Pero one word lang yun. May sagot. Para rito naman sa panig din ng St. Roberts, and they will have the final say. Of course, we're talking about ito nga si Makadangdang.
Jan na lang, Jan.
Hindi, masasanay din tayo dyan mamaya. 11-6, 5-point advantage para rito sa DN Steel Bullets. They might be new here this tournament, but nakikita natin, they're willing to take on the challenge, and they might come up with a lot of surprises. Dapat dito sa St. Roberts. First quarter done. All right, welcome to the second quarter. in our second game for day 2 ng ating Xavier Sucre Cup. And most probably, Coach Anton, medyo kwentuhan natin yung ating mga taga-subaybay sa ating live stream coverage. What happened in the first 10 minutes of play?
DN Steel Bullets doing what they do best, playing excellent defense. Only Kyle Sardon scoring para sa side ng St. Roberts with 5 points. And then John Elijah Rose, or Rose, with a point coming off a free throw at from inside and then outside. Nakakapuntos naman itong DN Steel, shooting 41%. 1 3-pointer to boot. Pareho sila ng St. Roberts International College with 1 3-pointer apiece.
Here in the second quarter, Patrick Pacheco was able to knock down a mid-range jumper, so they're behind by just 3 points. And here he is again, Pacheco. Baseline drive. The floater, and
Gadong stepping on the sideline. Uso ngayon yung negative step ang tawag nila.
Negative step.
Really, it's patras yung ano mo, yung buwelo. Negative step na yung tawag. Dati, 0 step, di ba? Ito may dagdag pa. Negative step.
Negative na talaga yan. Sige lang.
Padagdag ng padagdag talaga eh. I'll demonstrate later kung ano yung negative step.
Hindi ba yun yung mga nangyayari sa mga investigasyon ngayon?
Negative.
Hindi, parang hindi umuusad kasi.
Hindi. Oo, wala nangyayari. Hindi, ito negative step, parang buwelo siya. It's something that it's a new, pretty much a new move that you see a lot of the NBA players do nowadays.
11-10, just in case you know, yun lang, like, parang you hear that a saying like that and you try to relate it with life. Sana lang itong abante ng DN Steel. Hindi pa rin madagdagan. And this time around, ito na yung pagkakataon para sa St. Roberts. Inuunti-unti, chinatsaga-tsaga.
Binalik na ni Coach JC si Majestad. Mark Lester, 4 points in that first quarter. Siya yung nagpasimuno para sa DN Steel.
Huli! Huli ka raw, Balbon.
Ala ko huli, pero di gulong. Yun, marirelate din natin.
Yeah, oh.
High up for that block. Aurin.
Huli pero di gulong. Oo nga.
Diba?
Justice delayed is justice denied. Dami ng patama. Ano, ilag kayo ng ilag, ano? 11-10. DN Steel Bullets.
Shot clock violation for St. Roberts. Again, the defense of DN Steel proving to be something of a tough nut to crack here.
Yun nga lang, the turnover. Well, there's also the pressure defense applied here by St. Roberts, creating that turnover. Still, that opportunity for them to go ahead with a lead here. Pacheco tried the dish. Masikip eh. 8 seconds of shot clock here para sa St. Roberts.
Trying to go to the weak side to La Chica, but the quick hands of Aurin there to disrupt that pass. Sabi sa'yo talaga the defense, how scrappy they are, DN Steel.
Parang nangangalay na because of the defense. He could not put in a basket. From St. Roberts. And here we go, DN Steel Bullets hanging on. They're up by 1. Cross-court pass. Walang dribble. Yun nga lang. Overpass. They're gonna call this a held ball situation. Pero possession arrow, it's gonna go the other way. Para sa DN Steel. 4 minutes and 27 left here in the first half. Still up by 1. Itong panig ng DN Steel Bullets. Bebang halo-halo timeout. Resumption of the action here, but still here in the first half, 11-10 in favor of DN Steel Bullets. They have the basketball. Let's see, outside shot did not work out right there for Kamingawan.
Just stepped in to replace Orbe more offense. Pinasok na rin si Esmeralda ulit.
Yun yung kanilang amador, ano, from the outside, si Esmeralda. Oh. Even those shots, point blank. What happened? Parang bigla, lumiit ba yung butas ng dalawang ring natin? Siguro, I mean, what a day everyone had yesterday for one thing, di ba?
Mabilis mag-regenerate yung mga ng mga player na to, 18 years old lang.
Kaya nga eh.
17, 18 actually.
Samantala this time, Aurin went for it and he gets blocked and fouled. He's gonna go to the line for 2 shots.
Patrick Pacheco with a challenge. That's a good foul, I would say, even if Aurin's gonna go to the line, because you don't want to give up those easy baskets. Kahit papano, meron pa rin depensa na sumasalubong in transition. Yan, nakapuntos na ulit ang DN Steel after a 4-0 run, 4-1. Make that 4-2.
$13-10 para sa DN Steel. Under 3 minutes to play sa ating second quarter.
Pati si Malik nagugulat.
Carried away.
Oo eh.
Oh!
There
They
you
need
go.
something like that to happen for them. Kailangan yan ng mga timely three-pointers.
That's Gadong with that three-pointer going inside and then going outside. That's one way to beat the defense of DN Steel. Bilis naman ang bawi. Kabaging again. Inside incursion.
This is the Laco Plastic three-point shot of the game that happened earlier for Gadong. Shots to be taken from the line here.
No good on the front end of John Emmanuel Kabaging, averaging 5 points per game and 7 rebounds.
Missing in both free throws. Tapik. DN Steel pa rin. Te Guzman.
Gentle reminder to everyone. Please help us keep the area
Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Shot clock.
Right when you said it, naputokan nga ng shot clock. They had to put that one up.
And Kamingawan was trying to go for the steal. Instead, he caught the arm of Kyle Sardon. Wala pa naman sa penalty.
Wala pa nga, but a bit that pass by Patrick Pacheco, he had the shot. He was open, he could have taken it, but wanted to give it up to their scorer, their gunner, Kyle Sardon.
Kapaging, he got the rebound, he brings down the basketball, and right now, orchestrating in this half-court offense. 13 all, a minute remaining. There you go, making the right decision and making the right move for Kamingawan.
Cross-court pass by Aurin to Kamingawan, left or right corner three rather. Knocking that one down.
6 points for Kamingawan. And then they try to make a stop in the middle of the court, but it results in a foul. Wala pa rin nasa penalty.
Both teams playing a good, honest defense. Even with that pressure in the end steal, keeping their fouls in check.
2 team fouls sa DN Steel. Ang St. Roberts got 3 team fouls. Basically 47 seconds to play bago matapos itong ating first half. St. Roberts, they tried to dish inside, lost it.
That was too strong, intended for La Chica. Cutting down the baseline, that's right.
It's Kamingawan, De Guzman. Baseline attack. Asa na yung bola? Napunta na sa kalaban. St. Roberts. Hindi maiangat. And eto na naman. De Guzman. Bitin!
Everything but the bucket on that layup, on that transition.
Trying to go for the last shot. St. Roberts. It's a foul, no shot attempt. So okay lang, realizing they still have a foul to give. 2.3 seconds. It's another Bebang Halo-Halo timeout. All right, situation is like this. There's still 2.3 seconds. 3 team fouls each. Bola ng St. Roberts. Oh! So I guess the timeout paid off. Hitting a 3-pointer and tying it all up. They needed something like that to happen for them. Well, well, well. I mean, putting up some great defense. Sabi nga natin, some of them would want to pour in the points. Because basically, that's what basketball is about. I mean, sabi nila kuminsan, di ba? Defense can win championships, pero hindi pa naman tayo championship. Just keep on shooting because we're trying to find out who could be the next player that we're going to be looking up to. 16 all to end the first 2 quarters. All right, we are in the third quarter of play here. 16 all. Low scoring. Because a lot of them are struggling.
But if it's a low-scoring ball game, this is going to favor DN Steel because we know DN Steel, their calling card is defense. And so far, their defense, that trapping defense, proving to be difficult to crack. Minus for that last-minute three-pointer by Kyle Sardon. Imagine mo, half of the 16 points kay Kyle lang nanggaling. He had 8 points in that first half. Kamingawan with 6, Mahistad with 4 for the side of DN Steel. So again, the defense holding down St. Roberts to just 31%. Pero itong DN Steel nga also shooting 30% from the field. It just goes to show that this game is all about defense.
So we're going to be taking a look at eto nga. Si John Elijah.
One word.
Luke.
John Elijah Luke.
Rose. Still can't break this deadlock. Shooting percentage. Anim lamang ang conversion back in the first half for these two teams. And a total of 42 shot attempts between these two teams. So dito nadadagdagan pa yung attempt.
After that steal, offensive rebound, a couple of them for St. Roberts.
Chance to score. Not anymore. Sinasabi natin, kami kasama pang sound effects.
Talagang getting the attention of our officials.
Kamingawan eh.
Si RR. Getting that steal and then the chase down by Kyle Sardon. Ayun nga eh, mabilis tsaka mautak din talaga si RR using his body to protect that leather at pagbangga. Ayun, may foul. Missing on his first is RR.
So tabla tayo ulit, 17 all. So the way they started the scoring here, galing lahat from the free throw line. Mamadaling opensa, St. Roberts. There you go, the first field goal sa ating second half.
But again, it's Kyle
Siya pa rin,
Sardon. He's the one that's been scoring for the side of Coach John off that midi.
Kamingawan thought about it. There you go.
Dunker
Si
spot.
Mahistad.
Good entry pass. Nice floater by Mahistad.
Again, tying it all up at 19. A little bit of a hang time move.
Attacking the defense of Mahistad, Kyle Sardon.
Ito yung nakita natin kanina. No, kababalik pa lang ni uli ni Mahistad. And
Siya
he's got
nakashoot.
4 points.
Siya nakashoot.
Siya rin na
Siya
nakafoul.
yung foul, no? Diba?
Sardon.
11 points now for Kyle. Clear-cut candidate for our best player of the game if they win. Sa kabila naman, RR Kamingawan. Silang dalawa yung leading scorers na magkabilang panig.
Sa kabila naman, ang tira ng free throws. That's a foul that they're going to be calling against Henrik Cederio.
Sabi nga niya dun sa referee, "Ref, bakit walang foul? Eh, bakit mayroong foul?" Sabi ng referee, "Binaba mo kasi yung kamay mo. Taas mo lang." Even Kyle Sardon was telling him, "Taas mo lang yung kamay mo. Huwag mo na ibaba. Huwag mo nang kunin yung palpal."
So 21-20. It's St. Roberts with the lead. Ito na may agaw. And Guzman made the necessary effort to make a stop right at the center of the court and getting a layup. Are we in for a seesaw battle dito sa ating third quarter? It's a good-looking shot from the outside. Did not just go down. Offensive rebound para rito sa St. Roberts.
Some confusion on what happened.
Oo nga.
Is it a shot clock violation? Did it hit the ring?
Yeah, sa tingin ko hindi nga tumama eh. Kaya shot clock
Shot clock
violation.
violation.
Kasi yung possession dito pa rin eh, di ba? Basically.
Yep.
Sa D and Steel Bullets. Elijah.
Pushing the pace, pushing the tempo, but unable to convert itong St. Roberts.
Who do you think would turn out to be the best passer?
John Elijah taking it strong to the hole, did not give up that rock. Instead, going up for that layup, getting the 2 points.
Seesaw battle nga. Ito, may aga uli. Ayun. So back-to-back baskets. Did not happen too much here in this ball game for any of these two teams. Well, for St. Roberts, they're making the effort. So now they find themselves up 25-22 going into this Bebang Halo-Halo timeout. So back with this ball game, 3-point advantage para St. Roberts. They managed to come up with a 4-0 run. And let's see kung ano naman ang isasagot ng panig ng D and Steel.
And during that break, we talked about it. No? A 4-point run is a luxury for both of these squads because they are playing excellent defense, low scoring.
So Esmeralda cannot hit it from the outside. Still is scoreless, averaging 7 points. Yesterday, he had that hot shooting hand.
14 points in Best Player of the Game honors, knocking down 4 3-pointers. Still can't buy a basket at St. Roberts International College.
3.5 to play here in the third period. Esmeralda halfway down. So Rose with a long pass.
Here you go, transition bucket. That's something that they need to happen. More of those fast break points for St. Robert's International College.
Trying to break up the play and taking a look at what happened here. Para sa St. Robert's. Fast break completion.
Ahmed Said. Yosef.
Nga. (27-22). It makes a lot of difference. Too fancy.
Travel.
Too fancy.
So same foot landing for Luke Rose.
Parang minsan nga gusto natin sabihin, I mean, yung mga ISO plays. Kasi nga naman, di ba, yung exposure, NBA.
That's, I think, one of the reasons why sometimes having the young ones watch the NBA isn't a good idea. A good league to watch, Euro League.
Totoo.
Because they
diba?
move that ball around so well. Like, it's such a joy to watch yung Euro League basketball. The NBA kasi they rely on athleticism. Kaya yung individual skills. So they showcase that. Not to say that it's not good, okay? I mean, obviously it's the NBA, but if you really want to get better in terms of team basketball, you watch the Euro League.
Pero kung talagang totoo, sasabihin naman ng iba. Pero nakita naman natin, even in the Olympics, it's still yung NBA pa rin, lording it over
the American
European teams, diba? So eto na, gumagana na ang offense ng St. Robert's. Wala nang sagot. Itong DN steal.
Patrick Pacheco with that steal, and then the finish, defense to offense. Again, a turnover for DN Steele.
With less than a minute remaining. Largest lead, the 7-point advantage. And St. Roberts, they got another offensive rebound. That means they have another chance to score, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Having that ball outside, swing action, finding its way to Kyle Sardon. Who else?
Matik pag si Kyle Sardon, at least that's the way we're seeing him here to deliver the goods para sa panig ng St. Roberts. Ito naman DN Steele, tapon ng pagkakataon.
Kind of knew that was coming, that pass was going to be too high for Esmeralda.
Sometimes they're trying to be too fast for their own good. I mean, we know you're trying to spot the open teammate. Pero yung mga risky yun, yung mga cross-court passes, di ba?
Very risky indeed. Lalo na yung if you're trying to break the press and then you go cross-court, that ball is just hanging in mid-air. You're just waiting for that turnover to happen.
They could go for the last shot, but they have been stuck with this 22-point output for quite some time now. And most probably they could do something better in the fourth quarter. Itong DN Steele Bullets. For now, everything has been taken care of. At least we're seeing some progress and development as with regards to the offense here ng St. Roberts as they find themselves up by this much, 9 points. It has been a 15-6 scoring run in the third period. St. Roberts, the fourth quarter. This ball game far from over. Day 2 ng ating Xavier Super Cup 2025. So we're down to the final quarter of this ball game. Yung ginawa nga, that was a big run coming from, teka muna, dahil si Kamingawan, I mean, it sure has been a long time since they made another basket, and they opened up this fourth quarter with a three-pointer. And they come up with a steal. Yung defense parang matik eh. Yung offense ang may problema eh.
That's the difficulty that DN Steel is facing, trying to put some points on the board. And the defense is there, like what you said.
But of course, hindi pwedeng puro depensa. You also have to come up with baskets dahil nandun ang scoring.
It's a second traveling infraction on Jan Makadangdang. Not a good idea maybe to give it that far. You wait for him to get a bit closer to the basket para pagkuha niya, aangat na lang niya.
St. Roberts nasundutan sa likod. They still have the basketball though. But they're going to call a charge here.
Back-to-back turnovers for Jan. He gets called for that charging, or that offensive foul. But Kyle Sardon coming back in. John Elijah coming back in as well.
De Monteverde. Sa loob para sa DN Steel.
Yung kapalitan ni the other big.
Is this the first time he's playing here?
First time, yeah, first time.
Hindi natin nabanggit eh.
Hard to miss as well. He's a big guy.
Those rebounds, those possessions para rito sa St. Roberts. Oh, yung mahulog. Although di makakuha ng rebound, ha? DN Steel. Pamigay pa yata. Hindi na. Okay.
I thought it was going to be third time's the charm. A couple of offensive rebounds for St. Roberts. 3 attempts at the basket, nothing.
Imagine. St. Roberts actually getting the number of rebounds run away. I mean, 37 to 15 to consider. Sabi nga natin, if you're going to be taking a look at the score, parang yung proportion niya as with regards to the other departments. If we're going to be taking a look at the numbers.
Big disparity.
I know. There's the tip in.
Let's count that again as a rebound and the tip. So talagang 38 rebounds for St. Roberts.
Pacheco. Who's open? Who's going to take the shot? St. Roberts, ang hustle play. Parang ang amo ng bola sa kanila. Sa kanila pa rin, no? Di ba? Sa inyo pa rin ba?
Yung tapik sa kanila.
Kaya
pero napunta lang dito kay sa DNC, kay Mahistad.
Although this is a cause of concern para sa panig nga ng DN Steel. Nalalamangan na sila. They're down by this much, 8 points. Wow.
And that 8-point lead, we've talked about it. Yung 4 points nga lang
Kaya
na run.
luxury
yan. Ito pang 8-point lead. And you add to that, that's Patrick Pacheco with that baseline jumper.
5 minutes and 45 remaining here in this ball game. They're lording it over pagdating sa rebounds. And of course, a better shooting percentage here in the second half. And Bebang, halo-halo timeout tayo muli. Something has got to happen when it comes to the offense here ng D and Steel Bullets. Up by 8. Could be double figures. Did they just turn it over? Yes, I think they did. Ito pa si Kyle pa ang nagkamali that time around.
Just an 8-point lead, single-digit advantage, couple of stops, couple of makes, change the momentum to the side of D and Steel. But that's the problem. The couple of makes is quite difficult for the squad of Coach JC. And right when I say it, Kabagin with a floater down the lane.
Well, that's the first field goal para kay Kabagin. He's got 3 points in the ball game. They're still down by 6. 4.5 to play. Tingnan natin somehow, tuloy-tuloy yung aksyon, and you have to be talagang in the mold of being tireless. Just go on with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of the teams naman dito, hindi lang ito basta sumali rito, lumanding na rito. They made the necessary preparations, lalo na alam nila may live stream coverage. Nanunood ang mga pamilya.
Speaking of mga nanunood,
ito yun, tiga Iloilo na St. Roberts, di ba?
Gonna say the families of these players, no doubt watching. So, kamusta kayo dyan sa Iloilo?
Sure. Okay naman daw. At sabi ni may stud.
Leading scorer for D and Steel. Getting 2 points down in the lane.
Oh, that's a three-pointer delivered here. Not long two lang.
Long two, according to our
that's a basket.
official.
Still a basket that they need. Makadangdang. It's a big guy who's got that touch from the outside, and then tapo ng bola sa D and Steel. And under 3 minutes to play, still sticking it out with this 8-point advantage that they have on St. Roberts.
Time not on the side of D and Steel. They've got to mount this comeback.
Parang naubusan na rin sila ng energy. They were coming up with a lot of steals earlier, breaking up plays one after the other. There was just a problem ng kanilang offense. It's not exactly clicking.
13 steals if you want to talk about the number para dito sa D and Steel Bullets. Habang ang St. Roberts naman 15 steals. So they're also doing a good job taking that ball away.
9-second shot clock here. Sideline inbound as we go into this Umbro. Last 2 minutes of the game. Shot clock going down once again para sa D and Steel. They put up a long distance shot. They have a defensive rebound. Huli ka! Huli ka, Balbon.
Huli ka, Balbon, but we have a player down. Wow. I think this is Luke Rose. Holding on to his left, holding on to his left ankle. Is it his ankle? Yep, it is.
Gentle reminder to everyone. Please help us keep the area clean and free from trash or litter. Color-coded garbage bags are available in various areas around.
Samantala, we're almost done here in this ball game. 99 seconds.
Let's all do our part to keep this venue clean, safe, and enjoyable for everyone. Thank you for your cooperation.
8-point advantage para rito sa panig ng St. Roberts.
Something that we don't like to see. Players down, hurt. And he's right here in front of us. Coach John, of course, pinuntahan na siya.
Welcome to Xavier 225. We would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to the following sponsors. For our naming rights sponsor,
He is okay. He's still down on the floor. He's holding on to that left leg.
There's still going to be a lot of games, and we still have. This is only day 2. Tomorrow we are actually expecting a lot of games pa rin sa ating schedule.
Of course, it's going to end on Wednesday, the 29th, and that's when the playoffs would start.
Well, anyways, tingnan muna natin dito. 37-29. Is this enough? A good lead para sa St. Roberts.
Minute and 39.
Replace ito si Rose. Bola ng St. Roberts. Minsan yung flow din ng game, ano? Takbo, up and down basketball dito kanina nakita natin.
Tried to bounce it off Aurin's.
Pero nakahiga.
Nakahiga na. Oh.
Alam nga may bato ko yung bola dito, di ba? Huwag na lang, total, lamang naman kami.
Tsaka ano yun eh, unsportsmanlike
Kaya
yun eh. Pagka above the shoulder yung pagtapon mo.
Kumbaga sige na, turnover na lang kami. Wala pa nasaktan, lamang naman sila. And this is basically like time management, the way they're moving that basketball. And then a foul is going to be given up here by Dean Steele.
Molina. Fouling si Kyle up top.
And then, of course, the tendency of the teams to look back at what happened in the game that they have just finished. As in the case of DN Steele dito, they're going to be taking a look at the improvement sa kanilang offense. Ano yung kanilang shooting. They need somebody na hindi lang pwedeng isa lang ang magde-deliver.
You gotta have some help, and again, the offensive sets got to be more crisp in your execution and conversions as well.
So they're trying to get into team penalty. Itong DN Steele.
Just to be able to stop the clock and get those free throws, hoping for those misses from St. Roberts.
There's only 40 seconds remaining in the game, and what this is a 3-possession game. Well, I guess sabi na wag na tayong pumaul. Let's play honest defense. Let's take a look at the situation na lang as we try to execute. Yan nga yung problema nila eh. A little improvement sa kanilang offense. I mean, just coming up with 29 points in a whole game. Now 31. Pero syempre, seconds ticking away. Hindi na didepensa. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious?
That's Carrillo who gave up that foul.
Bagay. Kapapasok pa lang niya parang sabi, oo nga pala, tapos. Okay, bigyan pa niya ng 2 free throws. Yun lang eh, kasi parang nagbigay ka pa ng pagkakataon para umiscore yung kalaban na patapos na yung game. Buti na lang, pagod na rin.
That's sumabit.
Ito si Kyle Sardon.
Leading scorer for St. Roberts. 15 points in the game for Kyle.
And this is all done and over with. Because they're going to be taking a look at Esmeralda shooting. I don't think he has managed to come up with any points here in this ball game. You may not have lost everything because there's still something to gain. As usual, learning experience. especially for the young players like this, trying to absorb everything, experiencing almost everything that they could, all part of the development of their skills and how to handle and make the right decision. Well, in this particular ball game, it wasn't that easy. They really had to make some big adjustments. St. Roberts, 38-31 win over D and Steel Bullets. Ito, the one that really shone in this ball game, Coach.
Made sure that he was going to get his team this win. Much needed win. They are 0-2. Wanted to get that first. And from the outside, of course, hot hands. You've got Kyle Ninor Sardon, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals. Congratulations, our PC Express player of the game from St. Roberts International College, Iloilo.
Moed Academy, Ateneo de Davao. That's coming your way when we come back.